who's going to shine brighter this time? Is it Mahomes or Brady?
I think it's going to be Mahomes in this particular matchup. The reason why is because even though Mike Evans is coming back, the offense is still not clicking in Tampa. It's going to take them some time to get their thing together. We got to remember that the Chiefs' defense has been looking better this year than it has in its recent past. And the offense hasn't looked far off. Now, obviously, they lost last week. They were incredibly sloppy in all phases of the game. We get that. The flip side, and they don't have Tyreek Hill anymore, but the flip side is you still got Mahomes, you still got Kelsey. Hardman's no joke. Juju Smith-Schuster's not a scrub. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he can ball. Swagula appreciate that, Mr. LSU. So all of those things being taken into consideration. The fact of the matter is Tampa Bay is still trying to get things figured out offensively. And when you're going up against Patrick Mahomes and that Kansas City offense, that might put you at a disadvantage. So for this particular week, I think Tampa Bay will get it together in the long run down the road in the weeks to come. But for this particular week, I think that Patrick Mahomes, he's going to have a bigger day.
I couldn't disagree with you more, Stephen A. I mean, you talk about the GOAT versus the boat, right? But you go down and you break it down. Who put the blueprint on how to stop the Kansas City Chiefs? Yeah, that would be the Tampa Bay defense, right? So now they're facing for the first time since the Super Bowl, but something's missing. Something big is missing. Tyreek Hill and his ability to dictate coverage is missing. So now this team is much easier to handle. We watched Levante David and Devin White shut down Travis Kelce, the linebackers. Who do you waste your best cover guy on now? Juju Smith-Schuster? He can't get open. You saw in the first week when they played the Chargers, they were flat-footing. They were sitting at the sticks because there was no fear of the ball going over their head. Now you look at the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs, and you talk about Tom Brady. He's willing and capable of killing you death by 1,000 paper cuts. This defense is maybe a little better than it's been, but it's not great. It doesn't have the honey badger. It doesn't have big difference makers. Yes, Chris Jones is a hell of a player, but Tom Brady has seen the likes of him. I tell you what, this is not even going to be close in my opinion. I think that this Tampa Bay defense dominates the Kansas City Chiefs. They struggled to put points up last week, and I know it was sloppy. I know they didn't have a kicker, but they struggled to put up points last week against the Colts, who doesn't have Shaquille Leonard. So now you talk about this defense is better than it was a couple of seasons ago, and I think they shut them down, and I shut them down easy.
Look, I get it. I get it that we disagreement is good on this show, but Bart, you done lost your damn mind.
Nah, I'm perfectly saying,
Swaggle. That ain't have nothing to do with Levante David and Devin White. Patrick Mahomes' whole offensive line was gone in the Super Bowl, man. Like that is why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers dominated that game. I'm not gonna say that's why they won. They might have still won the game. But we all saw Patrick Mahomes under duress. We all saw him get beat up during that game and still tried to make plays and guys dropping passes. I get that Tyreek Hill is gone, and I'm not taking anything away from Tampa Bay's defense, which I think is one of the best in the NFL. But if you think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just going to have some kind of resurgence offensively, I don't see that happening. They are struck. They scored 12 points last week. And I get it that Mike Evans wasn't there. So if he make up for a touchdown, that'll be 19. All right. I think Patrick Mahomes and this offense can at least put 21 to 24 up on the board. And then when you start looking at how this season has been going, Tom Brady doesn't look great, bro. I know it's blasphemous to say that. He doesn't look great right now. It's a lot of working parts. The run game is not having success. And I'm going to go to the other side with the Chiefs. Defensively, the Chiefs are more consistent than they've ever been. A lot of times defensively, they depended on pressure and they depended on turning the football over. Now they solid against stopping the run. They've made consistent plays. Yeah, they gave up big home run shots to Mike Williams against the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm sure that Tampa is looking at it on film and hoping that that's Mike Evans. But what I believe is that Patrick Mahomes in this offense will have double the amount of opportunities with the ball in their hands than they usually would have if Tom Brady was a full boat offensively. And this offensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs is playing pretty solid, bro.
They put up 17 points last week, Molly. So they're going to put up more points this week.
They had a rough week, bro. They had a rough
17.
week.
It's going to be a rough week.
What?
All right.
Had a rough week.
Mahomes' 3 losses to Tom Brady, by the way, are the most that he has to any opposing quarterback. We'll leave it there. I can't wait for that game. I was wondering what was happening with the counting. Now I got it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.